This is the first 90 days as a realtor that nobody warns you about. Have you ever noticed that everybody loves to tell you how amazing real estate is? You can make six figures, you can be your own boss, you can work whenever you want, you can control your income. You hear so much, and while technically all is true, nobody really talks about what happens after you pass your exam. Nobody talks about the fear. Nobody talks about spending money before you even make a dollar. Nobody talks about waking up every morning, checking your phone, and seeing absolutely nothing. No leads, no clients, no closings, just silence. And then your family starts asking, so have you sold anything yet? That question hits a lot harder than people realize. So if you're a brand new real estate agent, or maybe you've been licensed a few months and you're just wondering if you made the biggest mistake of your life, this video is for you. Today I'm going to tell you everything I wish somebody would have told me during my first 90 days in real estate. Not the sugar-coated version, the real version. Because if you can survive your first 90 days, you're already doing something that 1,000 agents have never done. You're still here. Let's start with the biggest misconception in this business. You didn't get a real estate license. You got a business. You started a business. Those are two completely different things. So think about it. If someone opened a coffee shop tomorrow, would they expect customers to magically walk through the door? Of course not. They'd have to market, build relationships, create a reputation, serve people. Real estate is really no different than that. The only difference is that nobody really tells a new agent that that's how it goes. They hand you the license, give you access to the MLS, maybe show you how to unlock a lockbox, and suddenly you're expected to figure everything else out. That is very overwhelming. I remember thinking, okay, now what do I do? Where do I find customers? How do I write these contracts? What if somebody asks me a question and I have no clue? What if I mess something up? Those thoughts are completely normal. Every experienced agent you admire once had those exact thoughts. The difference is they kept going. The first 90 days are probably going to be the most expensive. You've got licensing fees, MLS dues, association dues, brokerage fees, signs, business cards, lock boxes, maybe a CRM, maybe a website, definitely marketing, maybe new clothes because everyone tells you to look successful. Before you know it, you've spent thousands of dollars. And here's the very scary part. You haven't even earned anything yet. Nobody talks about that. People love showing commission checks on social media. Nobody shows the months before those commission checks even happened. That's because success in real estate is delayed. You plant the seed today, that may not even grow for 3 months, 6 months, or even a whole year. So if you're expecting instant results, you're going to get discouraged. But if you understand that you're planting seeds, you'll stay in the game long enough to see those grow. Let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes that new agents make. They spend way too much time trying to look successful instead of becoming valuable. I did it, and I see it all the time. We order expensive business cards. You might want to wrap your car, buy fancy signs. They spend hours making logos. They buy the newest CRM because someone on YouTube recommended it. They spend the money on a lead service before they've even learned how to convert a conversation into an appointment. Listen, guys, listen. None of those are bad things, but none of those things will make someone trust you. People don't hire you because of your business card and the gold foil in it. They hire you because they believe you can help them solve one of the biggest financial decisions in their lives. Your value isn't your logo. It's your knowledge. It's your communication. It's your honesty. It's how you are going to make people feel. One of the best pieces of advice I can give to you is this: become obsessed with learning. Learn your contracts, learn your local market, learn your financing basics. Learn inspections, learn appraisals, learn about title, learn how to negotiate because confidence doesn't come from pretending to know everything. Confidence comes from being prepared. Every contract you read, every inspection report you review, every transaction you observe, you're becoming a little more valuable. That's what's going to build confidence, not motivational quotes, but experience. Let's talk about something that almost every new agent struggles with: comparison. You open Instagram, someone just closed $1 million listing, someone else just got another buyer under contract. Another agent is holding a giant commission check. Meanwhile, you're wondering if anyone ever remembers you're in real estate. Here's what social media doesn't show you. It does not show the deals that fell apart, the customers who disappeared, the contracts that died 2 days before closing, the months of zero income, the tears, the self-doubt, the sleepless nights. You are comparing your everyday life to someone else's highlight reel. Stop doing that. Run your own race, because the only person that you need to beat is the version of yourself from yesterday. I know that's cliche, but it's real. Can I tell you something that might surprise you? Your first client probably won't care that you're new. They care that you answer the phone. They care that you return their calls or their texts. They care that you tell them the truth. They care that you keep them informed. People don't expect perfection. They just expect communication. I've seen experienced agents lose clients because they stopped communicating all the time. I've also seen newer agents build long life relationships simply because they answered every call and kept everyone updated. Never underestimate the power of simply being available. Sometimes that's going to be your biggest competitive advantage. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought before we move into the next part of our conversation. The first 90 days are not designed to make you rich. They're designed to make you resilient. If you can survive the uncertainty, if you can keep learning when nobody's watching, if you can keep showing up when your phone is not ringing, you're building something much bigger than just a commission check. Okay. You're building the habits that create a career and a business. And in this next part, I want to tell you about the mistakes I made, the deals that almost fell apart, the lessons that completely changed the way I build my business. Because trust me, those stories taught me more than the real estate class ever could.